Recording in progress.
Welcome everybody to the Town of Pownal Selectboard special meeting, November 18th, at 7 p.m. We need to call to order, approval of agenda, approval of minutes of November 4th, warrants, correspondence, road department, diesel fuel and pickup bids, planning commission, open position, employee benefits, town hall update, public comment, adjournment. I would like to add just one thing, the animal control ordinance. I want to add that before town hall, so we'll make it 8B, please.
Is that for the poultry?
For the poultry and also
Right?
free range, yes, and I want to discuss the state law of holding a dog for 5 days, because right now I've had to, well, we can discuss it when we get there.
5A.
Yeah, 8B, please, under employee benefits. Okay, with that, can I entertain a motion?
Make a motion, move to accept the agenda.
Can I have a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye, thank you, Bob. All right,
Actually, with Bob zooming in.
Yeah, we have
do
to
a
ask.
roll call.
roll call, yep, so
Sorry.
that's okay. Jamie? Bob,
Aye.
Ronnie, Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I thank you guys, sorry. All right, approval of minutes of November 4th, 2021.
Move we approve the minutes.
I second, any discussion? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Ronnie, Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I thank you. Okay, warrants. Accounts payable for 11/8/21 for $4,313,483.35. Just so for people out there, that's ballot articles and school tax payment. Accounts payable 11/16/21, $49,157.56. Accounts payable 11/12 to 11/19, $51,684.71. For accounts payable, can I please entertain a motion?
So moved.
Any discussion? No, not yet. Exactly. I will tell you. Okay. Ronnie, or I mean, Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Ronnie, Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay. Payroll. 11/12/21. Ronnie, this is the one that you're being paid in, so you need to abstain, okay? For $10,326.86.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Ronnie, Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. Payroll for 11/19/21 for $10,358.68. Can I entertain a motion?
So moved.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? Jamie,
Aye. I think
Bob?
Bob's in there.
Aye.
Bob's in this one?
Oh, I'm in that one?
Oh, I didn't see his name. Sorry. Bob, you need to,
Aye.
thank you. Ronnie,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I.
That works out perfect.
Yep. Moving on to correspondence. Barbara True Weber was resigning on the planning commission as of today, 11/18/21. Okay. That's the only correspondence we have.
Except for resignation.
All right.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. Just thank her for her service.
Yes, thank you for your service. Okay, road department, diesel fuel and pickup bids.
So Joe's gonna call in.
Please bear with us. We're trying to get a hold of Joel from the road department. He's probably milking.
Yeah, probably not. It seems like the only cows. in there.
Oh, he doesn't? I didn't know that.
We got cows, but we just beefers.
What's for dinner?
Not for dinners, right? They ain't got that many of them. either. They got a few.
Here it comes. Town of Pownal, Tim. It didn't ring. Oh. You wanna try that? Try it again right now. Yeah, that one would be- All right, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can now.
Okay, you're on.
Okay, okay, this is Joel from the road department. The first thing, I gotta shut my TV down, I guess, right? Okay, diesel fuel bids. We were this year 23 cents over Apex Rensselaer price. Last year we were 21 cents. John Ray is the only bid we got in. I think he dropped them off maybe Monday. The price was $269.5. That's with the 23 cents. So would you guys like to stick with John Ray this year?
I move that we stay with John Ray for diesel fuel bids at the 23 cents over Apex price, over rack price.
Second that.
Any discussion? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Bonnie,
Right.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. Okay. Now you're gonna discuss pickup bids?
Okay, so as you know, we did them way back in May. The total price on the one that we won the bid was $50,536. Since then, Greenwich Ford bought out Carmody Ford. Greenwich Ford told me they were going to honor Carmody Ford's bids. So about September, I gave the guy a call, and he said, I don't know. He said, let me check on it. Of course, he never got back to me. I emailed him a couple times, and he said he couldn't find where they put the order in for the truck. And he said, I'll find out. And he never got back to me again. So last week, I took a ride down, sat down in front of him, and asked him what the gimmick was. And he said, they never ordered it. And he said, that's what it is. I said, are you interested in ordering it? He said, no, not for that price. So, which is not a very nice thing to do.
No.
What I did was went to Coggins Ford with the paperwork, and they can get me a truck within 10 weeks. The cash price on that is $50,781. The only difference between Carmody's price and Coggins is the plow installed was 59, well, 6,000, I just want to say. That's not on Coggins. In other words, we'd have to purchase the plow on top of that, and which I think we would do anyhow, and install our own plow. It should be around 5,000 for the plow. Do you people want me to pursue this? Do you want to put it back out for bid? We're kind of hurting for a truck, but it's up to you guys. Whatever you want to do, I'll be happy to do it.
Unfortunately, right now with the market, I think you probably have got a pretty good price there.
Yes, I thought so, actually.
So the truck bid from Carmody Ford, Joel, was, what was it, Jamie? 50,000, I didn't write it down.
500.
50,535, was that with the plow on it?
That was with the plow installed. Their price installed was $59.95. But I think you can buy one and put it on yourself, probably $1,000 cheaper.
Okay.
So,
My guess.
right, so the truck basically from the truck itself from Carmody or whatever was basically $6,000. So it was basically $44,000, $44,500 for the truck from.
Truck. Okay.
Without the plow.
The MSRP on the truck was $58,960. They gave us a $14,869 discount. So that the truck down to $44,091.
Okay,
They added the plow for $59.95.
right, okay,
And then, the undercoating package actually was on this one for $450. So I should have said, I just actually got my prices today from them. I got them back, so I didn't have a chance to really send them to you. I was planning on coming tonight, but so anyhow, their total price, truck and equipment, was $50,536.
Okay.
Where Coggins is $50,791, but we still have to put another 5,000 with that roughly to get a plow. But this guy says he,
Right.
have us one in about 10 weeks, it's 2.5 months. So it's up to you guys. I'll put in the order if you want me to, or if we want to stop it.
refresh my memory, Joel, was that for a 250 or a 350? It was a 350, right? A 1 ton?
350, yeah.
Okay,
I gave the guy the build sheet, so
right,
it's basically the same truck.
right, okay,
The only other thing that wasn't on either of them was the warranty, because we didn't pick a warranty yet on them.
yep,
So that's the only thing. If we went with the extended warranty, I think it was another 3,000. So that's, on both of them. That's one thing we didn't put on either of them, was the warranty, because we didn't decide what to do.
right, okay.
So if we don't get the truck for 10 weeks, we're talking the middle of February, correct?
Roughly.
Roughly.
December, January, yeah, middle of February.
Yeah.
So would it be worth it? I'm just asking, I'm just throwing this out there. Would it be worth it to wait to see if prices come down?
Well, I don't think prices are gonna come down, but
No,
I
don't
also
either.
have a sour taste in my mouth about that whole process, and I can tell you for free that I will never vote to go to Greenwich Ford or Carmody Ford or whatever, and I don't care if they're $20,000 less. That's bull crap.
Yeah, me too. I know.
They're not gonna
That's
honor
just
you.
wrong. That's wrong. That's poor business.
Yeah.
Which puts us into a serious bind. And I don't know if we go and rebid this out now. I think things are starting to loosen up a little bit. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we rebid it now. We're looking at a month to get bids in, and so we're pushing it to March, April.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't want you guys to have an inferior equipment during the winter either, right? That's not when I'm, but I mean, let's face it, by the time we get the truck, the winter's pretty much,
It's over with.
the winter's mostly over with anyways. And was this was the truck from Coggins, was that a 2021 or a 22?
22,
Okay.
apples to apples.
Joel, is the primary use for this is plowing, correct?
Well, for plowing, the fuel tank, that's why we ordered an ordinary pickup this time. We needed something just to haul a fuel tank and plow.
Yep.
Okay, and the point being is we still get utility out of it into the summer, even though it's less utility.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. No, we're definitely short a pickup right now. If the guys, I send them out to do something to do, I'm stuck in the office pretty much. We have the 2006. I have it down to one of the local garages. Right now it's got a serious skip in it, just, to try to get it by till January or so.
Okay. That seems, it seems to me like we're kind of stuck. We don't really have an option, right? So I don't think I want to go out to bid. I think I would prefer to just get it. It's a $6,000 increase, correct, or approximately over what we were accepting before.
5,000 or so.
Right, it was about 44,000, and now it's a little over 50,000, and that's without the plow.
Well, no, they were both apples to apples on price. Coggins was 50,781, and Carmody was 50,536. The only difference is they had the plow in with Carmody's, and they don't in this. And I think actually that's why Greenwich Ford didn't honor the contract, because I don't think they wanted to for that price, or they sold it to some, you know what I mean?
Most likely they sold
at
it out.
retail
Right.
price, because we get fleet discounts, municipal.
Right, so in my mind, I was subtracting the cost of the plow to get a 44,000 to 50,000 comparison.
Yeah.
Right, because that's the no plow price on both.
Right.
So in this scenario, who's installing the plow on a truck if we bought from Coggins?
We would. We put it in ourselves.
So what does that do for warranty on the truck and the plow itself by not having? And not that you guys can't do it, Joel, that's not it at all. It's the, I mean, I've done that, so I know what it is. It's,
Yeah.
what does it do for the warranty? 2 years down the road, if something happens and they say, well, the plow wasn't put on by a certified plow installer, blah, 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 whatever.
Well, we've had problems with the 2016 plow that was professionally done, and we had to rewire. We had headlight problems and stuff. I never really had any problem with it. I don't think it'll bother. In other words, it comes with a plow package and all that stuff on it anyhow.
Right. No, and like I said, I don't doubt that you guys can do it. Not a doubt in my mind. It's what happens with the warranty on the truck or the plow itself if we don't have it installed by Fisher or Western or whoever the plow company
Well,
is.
I'll tell you what happens if you do go for warranty. In other words, Ford just warranties the Ford.
Right.
And whoever you get the equipment from, which is mainly like DeJohn and stuff in Albany, they warranty the plow.
Yep.
So I don't I don't think that would have any bearing at all. I will ask the question though.
Yeah, I'm just concerned, because we're mounting plow horns to the frame and whatever else, and I just have, that's my only concern.
But they have several body people, and that's a problem too. Getting equipment now, I guess, that's holding up. Even if they get the trucks in, they're not, they can't get the equipment. And people like Bennington just took one in, I think, and they didn't get all their equipment on it because they didn't,
Right.
couldn't get it right now.
Right.
Okay,
It's up to you guys. Like, I'm just asking the question. Would be nice to go forward with it, but totally up to you guys.
what's your pleasure, people?
I'm kind of torn both ways, to be honest with you. That's my opinion. I mean, I don't want the guys in inferior equipment, but I also am leaning towards,
Do you think we could get a better price
Uh,
down the road?
I don't know. How do you know?
All right,
You
you don't know.
you don't
right?
know,
Yeah,
what's
we're
the
in a
fleet
catch.
discount now? What's out there? You don't know. So,
Well, can
and is it worth the crapshoot? So,
we had two other prices at the time, right? When we chose this one, we had a couple of other prices.
No, we only have
No,
the one.
nobody else did. That was the only. bid.
Oh, all right. So
Nobody bid anyhow. If we put it out to bid again, my guess is it's going to be the same thing. We're going to waste a month. Nobody's going to bid.
yeah,
Well-
that's kind of what I'm afraid of, is that no matter what we do, we're gambling. If we wait, we might be able to save money, but if we go out to bid, it might also be more money. I mean, that's a gamble. And the downside is we're not going to have the truck. And the road crew needs the truck.
well, the downside is we're not gonna have the truck when we really need it anyway, because by the time you get into the middle of February or whatever, your plow season is,
Just about
for
over.
the most part, you got maybe 30 days left of major plowing.
Well, that's true, but that's why I asked the question of whether or not it was just for plowing, or is there year-round utility?
Yeah,
And I think the answer was we need it year-round.
Right.
yes.
But the major thing is that, I mean, we would have it for the fuel tank and for everything else come summertime. We would have it no matter if we went to bid or bought it now. We would have it when we needed it for the utility portion of it.
But if I
Well,
can't,
be a month later, at least a month later, and we may not get bids. So there is some risk to going, there is some risk.
I agree.
But I agree, it's not a slam dunk either way.
Okay, go
and if
ahead,
we
Joel.
can't get by with the 06, then we're, then we're gonna have to either contract or something out for to help on one route.
The other reason I think, that's my own opinion, why we're not getting the bids is because of the availability of product.
Correct.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They feel they can get us a truck in 10 weeks, then.
Actually, Jamie, I don't think we get the bids because most of your dealerships don't want to give the fleet and the municipal discounts.
Okay,
I think that's why Marquise is a big player in trucks. I know you've all been down. They got
Yep.
a lot of them in, even Stevens, Bedard didn't bid last time. I think people want to sell retail. I don't think they want to really mess around with a bid. That is what I get out of it, because nobody, not only our town, nobody really wants to bid anymore on them,
especially
for towns.
well, right now retail is through the roof on anything, so
Yeah.
they're gonna go after the meat.
So I guess one more question is, I don't know the answer to this. Are we required to go to bid?
Over a certain amount we are.
General practice.
That's probably a good question, Bob, because our bid failed. We may be required to go back out to bid because at $50,000, $56,000 at the end of the day, we may, that's probably a really good point.
But we did go out to bid though.
Yeah, but we're not getting the bid that we awarded. So I don't know, Joel. I mean, maybe we don't have to. I really don't know. If we would have to go back out the bid because the bid that we accepted, we can't get. And that's one of my reasons for every time we go out to bid, there should be some sort of a clause in there or whatever, if they can't honor it for, whatever we do. And I don't know the answer to that either. Slap their hand, take their cookies away. I don't know.
Tim's looking in the policy, right, Tim?
Yeah, we're just looking in the policy, Joel. Bear with us for a couple minutes.
Yeah, that's okay. So actually, Tim's looking in the policy there. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about was we talked about a road packer for some time, and I just put in for a grant. Grants and aid through the DEC actually, and in looking at rollers, and I'm talking not grader type rollers that you tow behind your grader, all hydraulic and stuff. They want to give you $6,000. Their estimated equipment cost on the grant $7,500. There is none of them. The cheapest one, and it's actually kind of the best one, complete, is $30,250. That bolts on the back of the road grader, so you can pick it up and turn around, and you can put it back down and put pressure on it. It's a pneumatic roller. It's all smooth tire type of thing, and it shifts from to the right hand side if you're doing shoulder work. We always run up and down with a tamper, but you can shift that over and actually pack the shoulders also, which I kind of like. Is that something you'd be comfortable with me pursuing?
I am. You know my feelings on that. I'm definitely comfortable with that. I think it's going to save I think at the end of the day, it saves the amount of times you have to go back over and grade the roads if you pack them down after you grade them through the first time. Just
It
that,
should.
Shaftesbury's
got one, and I talked to him. I haven't had a chance to go up and look at it yet, but they seem to like it. They have it right on the back of their grader too.
Yeah, they don't like to have their rollers end up in the ditch.
No.
I wouldn't think they'd want any equipment in the ditch.
Yeah,
that's a good point. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, I'm all for it. We've had that discussion about it.
So what I've
That
done
will save manpower.
with this is I got 3 passes. The handy hitch is $27,750, $2,500 shipping. It's $30,250 complete. They have another one that's final pass. That's $25,500, but it's made for when you have a toolbar. The ripper's on the back of your grader.
Yep.
Which we don't have. Our rippers are in the front. So then you'd have to buy another hitch, which the guy said he didn't recommend. He said they were mainly for toolbars. And then they have what they call a walking roller. That was $27,890. But it was $8,790 for the hitch to go on the grader. So they were up there pretty good. It's what Shasbury bought. They had about 38,000 in theirs. And I was thinking of going with the handy hitch. Our grader actually will accept the both of the hydraulic ones. We just have to take the wing tower up, but it's got all hydraulics to it. Is that something you would like me to pursue?
Are we able to, is our grader able to do direct connect, or do we gotta add another pump to it? Or
No,
high flow?
direct, because we have the hydraulics on the back for the wing. So we have two remotes or two sets of hydraulics on the back of the machine already.
Okay,
So it's all you do is unbolt the wing and you bolt that right to the back of the grader. You hook your 4 lines, and you're ready to go.
cool.
Tim, did you find anything?
There's nothing explicit in this when a bid falls through. The only thing that maybe something could fall under is for emergency purchase, or because you're stuck in an
Oh,
area
fine,
where.
sorry.
I believe we have the authority. But I was just asking the question, but that's what I believe. I don't know it.
I'd like to have an answer from VLCT, to be honest with you, before I, just to make sure we cover our bases, and if we can do it, then that's fine, and then we order that truck, and in my opinion, and go and move forward with it. But I think that was a great point, Bob, and I think we probably should.
Then do we, if we're in agreement that we should move forward, if it's okay, if the VLCT responds that we have that authority, then should we have that motion today contingent on the VLCT, so we don't have to have another meeting?
Yeah, no, I
Definitely.
I think that's what that would be what I'd like to see done, I don't have a problem, I guess, moving forward as long as we can.
Will you check with them tomorrow, Tim?
Yeah.
Please. So Mike. you
I'll
wanna make your
I'll
motion?
move that we go ahead with the truck purchase that Joel has found through Coggins. Coggins, Ford and Bennington, and as long as we don't have to go back out to bid because of the failed bid. Or failure to, wasn't a failed bid, it was a failure to deliver on the bid.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
I don't-
Jamie? I'm sorry.
Yeah, one bit of discussion, sorry, Ange, I should have jumped in a little quicker. I would like, and you already said, Joel, I'd like you to look into the warranty part of it, just to make sure that if we install the plow, that it doesn't void any warranties on any part of the truck or the plow, and and as long as that's okay, and we're not gonna void that, then I'm fine with that too.
Yes, I will.
Perfect,
I will.
thank you.
Okay. Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. And Tim will check on that tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anything else from you, sir?
What about the roller?
What were you asking us, Joel, if we want you to pursue that? Is that,
Yeah, do you want to order that? It's 30,250.
Is that within the
Complete.
budget of your?
yeah,
Is that within your
Yes.
budget?
We do have the money.
I move that we order a roller for the grader, the one that Joel recommends, and that's gonna go onto our grader, and with the least amount of work.
And that's for 30,250, correct, Joel?
Yes.
Plus-
Okay.
Plus he's attempting to get a grant, so it could offset a little bit.
Right. So can I have a
Yeah.
second?
Second,
Any further discussion? Jamie,
aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Ronnie, Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. Is that it, sir?
Okay, one more thing I did want to talk to you about
No more money.
is, the president signed the infrastructure bill. So I kind of been talking with Nelson and stuff. Do you think it's wise to try to get some of that money to do that Main Street Bridge?
Absolutely, if you can
Yeah.
get it. That's my.
Well,
opinion.
it's not gonna cover, the way I understand it, it wouldn't cover 100% of the cost. Is that correct?
I'm not sure. I gotta find out more about it, but,
Okay,
Nelson's been, sending me bits and pieces, but I actually have to, I don't know, by, watching things, yeah, I think that, it will. It depends on how much money we're gonna get in Pownal, I guess.
Yeah.
In what the procedures are, but, I will look into it, if you
Yeah.
guys want me to. And
yes, I agree. I would like that. for
Anytime
sure.
that you can get money, look into it.
And
Yeah.
we'll get Nelson on board too. I talked to him some, and he can, probably find out how much money we can get and stuff. And if, if we do have a cost share with it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. That possibly other stuff too, so.
Yeah. Well, the ARPA money, we really couldn't use for roads and
Correct.
bridges. That was more for water stuff, but this and actually maybe you can use some of this money too, if you were thinking with the ARPA money to do a big project like a water project or something. We just need to find out more about it. They
Perfect.
just signed it and it's pretty new and confusing, but
It's a government.
yeah. No kidding.
Oh, man. Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry I couldn't be there in person. I planned on it
Oh,
and had all my paperwork, but maybe the next one.
All right, Joel, thank you so much.
thank you.
Thanks, Joe.
Thanks, Joel.
Thank you, Joel. Have a good night.
You too. Bye.
Bye.
Let me hear you back up.
All right, moving on to Planning Commission, open position. So that has closed, correct? Tim, it closed on Friday?
Yep.
So we have one person, Michelle Peckrow. She says, hi, I was on the PC before and stepped back for health reasons. I am doing better now and like to fill the seat that Tiffany is leaving. I feel that I would be a good addition to the board and my previous work on the board speaks for itself. Thank you for your consideration, Michelle.
I moved to a point, Michelle.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Jamie,
Hi.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike?
Aye.
Angie, I.
We do have another opening, so we're gonna have to put that out now, right?
Yeah.
So at this point, we have 3 openings, is that right?
I thought we only have 2.
2, okay. Well, we filled 1 and we still have 2 because we got a resignation today.
Tim saying.
So we sent the 2 letters to both Barbara and Paul. We didn't hear back from Paul. So I think you have the ability to remove him if you'd like. So we have 1 open for sure, Barbara, and then possibly a second.
Okay,
So I moved that we remove Paul from the planning commission at this point and send out letters of, send out looking for 2 members.
so he never responded back to the letter, no phone call, no email,
Nothing.
nothing.
For lack of participation.
Okay, so I have a motion on the table. Do I have a second?
Second it.
Any discussion? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. So we removed him. So now we need to fill 2 positions. So could we please put that on the website and whatever else we have to do for that?
That's good because the dates for those 2 positions line up, so the warning is the same.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Moving on to employee benefits. That's also you, Tim.
Yeah.
So do I have a copy of what you gave Jamie?
It's underneath your
Oh,
It's in
did
the
I miss it?
packet.
Oh, I
Last
did,
page.
sorry.
last page.
Thank you.
So I went back and I got answers to some of the questions that came up 2 weeks ago when we were discussing this. The first was in regards to dental insurance. MVP does offer dental insurance, but not in Vermont. So that leaves the, basically the Northeast Delta Dental Plan through the LCT is our only option in regards to that. And I did send out and ask who'd be interested, and everyone came back with they would be interested in dental and vision, except for the two current employees who do not have insurance through the town at all. They both indicated they had it through other means. And then as far as the short-term, long-term, and life and dismemberment policies, I reached out to the broker on those, and essentially they are 3 independent policies. And any of those options, we can basically be employer paid or employee paid or some version in between. PP. Yeah. The only thing in regards to that for the short-term disability is it doesn't make a lot of sense if you offer that to have the employee pay for it, because then they wouldn't enroll in it. And that's the purpose of it, is to sort of provide not only them, but the town with some coverage in those instances. So what I'd like to do is just throw out there that we consider for the employees vision, dental, and just short-term disability. We take the long-term off and we take the life policy off. And that's what this sheet is that I gave you, is an updated on the cost on that, which comes down to the $12,873.45. And again, that includes the typical increase for health insurance of $1,000 odd. So we're talking about a net increase due to new policies of a little over 10,000.
I move that we offer our
Well-
full, well, we can discuss it after. I just want to get a motion on the floor, but I'm sorry. I move that we offer our full-time employees dental, vision, and short-term disability insurance paid by the town,
Are you talking 100% pay or?
100% for those 3 things.
Okay. Do I have a second?
Mine ain't paid 100%. I'm
You
just,
you can,
I'm just,
you guys can do what you want. I move, I think our employees, I value our employees.
I
I
do
value
too.
every one of them that's here. And I think offering them this package says to them, which previous boards haven't, said to them how much they value them. And I value every single one of them. And I think we all should value them every single day. And to give them a little bit of a perk like this, should go a long ways. And that's my feeling, and I stand by it totally. And I won't waver.
I absolutely value our employees, but we're doing 100% on dental because we're required to. The other ones, I mean, just like any other job, has to have some skin in the game for the beneficiary. If it doesn't, it actually changes behavior and it increases how quickly those things increase over time. So I think it's dangerous to do these benefits just for free and just picking up the whole cost. And it's not about whether I value the employees or not. Of course we do. It's a change of behavior, and we're setting up something that's just going to become more and more expensive for every future select board. So I mean, I'm all for offering them dental at 100% because we don't have a choice. If I understood it correctly from last time, if we offer dental, it has to be 100%. But I think we should go with the 2/3, which is pretty standard. That's still and pretty generous for the other 2. And that's what I would motion if, well, that's what I will motion once we, if the 100% doesn't pass, I'm going to motion for the 2/3. 100% dental and then 2/3 for the others.
I think Tim was pretty clear on the short-term disability portion of it, that not a lot of people would enroll in the short-term disability if they were paying for it. So I would think 100% dental, 100% short-term disability, and maybe we go 75% vision, so that they do have a little bit of a vested interest. I could go with that, but I guess.
I think the policy is already we pay 2/3 to 1/3, correct?
Well, that's for the health, right?
Yep.
Well, I'm saying that, well, on them other items, dental, well, we can't do anything about it. I know what that's gonna do. It's gonna push all the dental prices up. That's all that ever does. I was in process when we passed a lot of these programs.
Just
All it
because
does is
we
push
pay
the
for the
price up.
premium at 100% doesn't mean that everything is paid for them, because it's not. I have Delta Dental, and believe me, I have to pay a huge portion of it myself out of pocket. The only thing
Right.
that's free is a cleaning and an X-ray once a year. That is it.
Well, yeah, but that's taken off your principal now, usually.
Yeah, so I guess that's a good question is even on the dental, is what's the deductible and what is the cap, right? Right, because whether you pay it 100%, it doesn't speak to what the benefits are.
True.
Right, that was in the information I sent previously. I can
Yep.
grab it if you want me to look it up.
Right, and I guess I don't think there's a need. I think there was a cap and there was a deductible, right?
Yes,
Yes.
Yeah, so and that's fine. It's whatever that policy is. I wasn't asking you to look it up. But I still think that it ought to be 2/3, 1/3, 2/3 to the town, 1/3 to the employer for vision and short term. It has to be 100% dental.
I agree with that. Because I think that everybody, if you got benefit, you ought to be paying something. If we're gonna pick it all up, well,
So is the other motion off the table? We didn't get a second, correct?
you can get a second time, no.
So we have a motion on the table. Do I have a second for paying 100%? I'll second. Any other discussion?
Oh, hold on. We got another motion out
No.
there.
No, we have to
No.
vote.
We have to vote on this one because this is the first motion, I think.
Okay, Jamie,
Nay.
Bob,
No,
Ronnie,
No,
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. So that failed. All right. So,
I'll make a motion. I'm sorry, I gotta get it up in front of me again. I'll make a motion that that we offer 100% dental, 2/3 town paid vision, 2/3 town paid short-term disability.
Right, can I ask for clarification on it really quick before we
Yeah.
vote? So for the dental, it's 100% for the employee. Are we paying for any dependents?
I would say no.
So it would be employee paid if they want their dependents, okay?
That's my opinion. I don't know what anybody else thinks.
What is, what would,
I don't know how that works.
you don't.
I agree.
would the, so if we paid for dependents, what would that, does that still have to be 100%? The town would have to pay 100% for the dependents?
No, so the town has to pay 100% for the employees.
Right.
Any dependents is up to the town to choose.
Okay, I thought that. I just wanted to be clear on that. Okay.
Yeah.
The Delta Dental, if the employees want a supplementary, do they offer supplementary to the employees? That they would pay for?
So there's all different, there's an employee, a single plan, and there's a
Right.
single plus one, and then there's a family plan.
Right.
So what we're saying is that the single plan is paid for by the
By the
town,
Yes.
and then the employee would pay the difference for any additional coverage they request.
For other
Correct.
parties, right, other parties.
Okay, and then on the vision and the short term with the, it doesn't apply to the short term, but for the 2/3 and 1/3. For the vision, are we doing the 2/3, 1/3
2/3,
across
1/3.
all policies that the employee should choose? So if they choose a family plan, that's what we do on healthcare. So
I think that sounds good. And maybe that's the middle ground for not doing 100%.
okay, got it. Okay,
I'm not gonna disagree with that on the vision, but I disagree totally on the short-term disability. That's where you want to keep your employee.
and the short term only applies to the employee, so there's no.
There's no family.
family.
I think asking an employee to apply or to pay for a short-term disability policy, that's job related, I have a huge problem with that. That's where I have
It's
a huge
job
problem.
related, seems like the insurance would pay that.
Right, we already pay insurance for that and comp,
But you got insurance.
that's right. Short-term disability and long-term.
I'm just
Like if they
telling
fall
you
off-
guys, I'm
if
just
they're at
telling you
home,
guys,
And they
that-
fell off a roof, then
that-
that covers them.
you have to start thinking, you have to start getting out of the antiquated thinking that with these things out there, that you're gonna get a 25 or 28 or 35-year-old family person to come in and do these jobs. You're gonna continue to get retired people that are gonna work 2 or 3 years when you don't offer some benefit packages. And if that's the way that the select board wants to keep going, then that's totally fine. But that's not the way me as a board member, I'd rather get a long-term person that's gonna come in here with their family and work. That's just me.
So we have 11 full-time employees, correct?
Yes.
And you're talking $12,873.45 for an extra total of the 11 employees. So if you divide 11 into 12,000, you're talking like
It's about $1,100.
Yeah.
$1,100
He's
per
got it up there,
person.
1172.
now-
And you
45.
divide that by 52 weeks. I mean,
Right, so we've changed, this is based on 100% of the town paying.
Right.
So we've just changed some of that, so.
Right.
I can barely get you a new figure.
So hang on, so this is in addition to this is in addition to workers' comp, right?
Correct.
Yes.
That's correct. That's
So
correct.
they already have workers' comp, so let's be clear about that, and it's not, and I think this is offering more benefits than they currently have. I mean, anything we offer beyond health is gonna be more than we're currently offering. So, and dental's in here at 100%, and that's the big one. That's the big ticket item. So that's a big one.
That's our big ticket item on cost.
Right.
Well, yeah, that's true, and we don't have an option there. And so I think we're offering and it's the one that's going to get the most use. So, well, likely, I mean, that's historically, that's probably why it's the most cost. So I don't think it's fair to say that it's antiquated or that or that we're not offering more to keep employees. We are. That's what we're adding dental, and we're paying a portion of the other two. In fact, we're paying the lion's share of the other two. That's what the motion is.
Yeah, I don't know if you got to finish your motion. That's what I was.
So, yeah, so the motion, my motion is that we offer dental 100% paid for the employee, vision at 2/3, and short-term disability at 2/3, and for those that applies to the employee. Make it available for families. But that's at the employee's discretion and cost. Did I say that all correctly?
That for dental, for vision, we're sticking with the straight 2/3, 1/3, regardless of policy.
Right. You did say that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm good with that.
all right.
That's
So
the motion.
do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Any discussion further? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Right.
Mike,
No,
Angie, no. The ayes have it.
It's not that I don't appreciate our employees. Just looking at
You-
other
you just-
things. That's
you're
all.
you're comparing, you always compare your insurance, what you get to what we should be offering, which is not, in my opinion, not the right way to do it, but that's okay.
But that wasn't my entire rationale.
No, I
No,
know that, Bob. I
Wasn't mine either.
no.
We can agree, disagree
That's right.
respectfully.
You can.
Move on. Were you done, Tim, with the
Yes.
benefits, honey?
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. All right, moving on to 8B, animal control. Okay, I just wanted to bring you guys up to speed on, Leonard has called me twice And I've had to okay for him to take a dog to the animal control. And so state law says that we have to hold the dog for 5 days. And if they go to the animal shelter, it's $40 a night. And the reason why he called on both times was it was very cold and he doesn't feel comfortable putting dogs in the kennel without any heat. So I just want you to be aware that twice I've said yes to him. The only difference is with this last one is it was at the trailer park, Burdick's Trailer Park. The woman let this dog in her house for some reason. I don't know why. It bit a child and I believe it was her brother. I'm not positive. But when a dog bites, the state law says that you have to hold them for 10 days. And when he called me, it was, I believe it was Sunday night. And what was Sunday night? 36 degrees, something like that. So I did okay him for him to bring it to the animal or to the shelter, animal shelter. So I just think that we really, because that's, $200 for 5 nights. So I think that we really should move forward somehow and getting something for him, even if it's an 8x8 shed that we have them put insulation in or whatever, where he feels comfortable putting a dog in for a night or two.
I think, didn't we get an email back from,
We did
From
from
the-
CDC.
yeah, from the CDC?
And that's sort of in process. I know Leonard's been speaking to them more on detail on the plan, but I don't have a time frame or anything on that,
So,
or a cost even.
and I know by regulations, there has to be like, if it's not a temporary, but a full-time, you have to have heat and electricity, correct? So I was
I don't
thinking
know. Yeah, I don't know.
if there's some way that we could look into solar powered.
Mhm.
Well, I'm sure we can. I mean, I think the CDC was, from the email that I read, and then correct me if I'm wrong, they were, and I'm the one, I planted that seed with one of the people from Southwest Vermont Tech, to be honest with you. One of the guys who actually works in that as a teacher, or a para, or whatever you want to call him. So I mentioned it to him. He took it and ran with it and reached back out to us. And my personal opinion is, I'm in total agreement with you, Angie. Let's move forward with having the CDC get on that project
As
and
soon as
and
possible.
as soon as possible.
Yes.
That's my idea. I mean, once again, said it before, I'll say it again. We have a person who's doing their job correctly, and we're limiting their ability to do their job by not giving them proper equipment.
And he also had an incident where he was looking for a dog in the evening out in the woods with a flashlight, and somebody actually called the state police and said that he was out there jackknifing a deer, which he wasn't. He showed him his badge and everything, and I was wondering if maybe we could get some kind of signage for the side of his vehicle that are magnetic that you
I
can
think we
put
had
on.
them.
Do we have them? Does anybody
I think
know?
I'm pretty sure
I'll have to ask Joel.
Okay,
well, I'm pretty sure I've seen Steve with those on his car before years ago. Where they are now, who would have a clue?
could we find out if they're available with the town, if we have it or anything? Maybe with Joel. Okay,
And get a price if we don't, right?
The other thing that I would say to Leonard, that if in the future, if he's doing that, just to make a phone call to VSP,
right.
even if he leaves a message saying, hey, I'm looking in this, from this roadway to this roadway. And so if they do get a call, then they can say, yeah, there's the
Right.
control.
Well, the officer, I guess, called back the other gentleman and said that he's legit. He is,
Yep.
the
Nope.
town officer, and this is his badge number. So I just wanted to, he talks to me every day. I just want everybody to know that I did okay, because it's gonna be probably $400 to $500.
Well,
that we will
between
be
the two of them, you're
receiving a
looking at
bill.
$600.
Yeah, that we will be receiving a bill.
Yep.
Okay, so I'd like to move forward as fast, as quick as possible. I don't know what we could do in the meantime to help with him winterizing what he has.
I don't know. It's even in his opinion, one of them might be able to have some work done to it, but the other one, not really.
Well, I'm not big on chasing good money after bad.
No, I
Right,
just didn't know, like,
right,
if we
right.
could have them insulated or something, just to get through until we can get something.
But,
I mean-
well, the CDC, I wouldn't imagine, once they get started, take too long. I
Okay.
mean, they've been whipping them sheds out pretty good over
Okay,
there.
so Tim, can you check with them
Mhm,
either
mhm.
tomorrow or Monday,
Yep.
please?
Yep, yep.
I mean, even, you know.
And I'll
we need-
check with Leonard, because I know, sorry to interrupt, but I
No,
know
but-
he sent them plans, and that was just last week. It
Okay.
wasn't
Okay.
that long ago.
All right. Thank you very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right, moving on to town hall update. Is that Tim or Mike or both?
Probably Tim at this point.
Yeah,
more than me.
and I don't have a lot to update on, other than they're starting to put the siding on, so it looks great on the outside.
Yeah.
And they're working on the inside, they just finished, they're almost done, I think, with the insulation on the roof. And that's where it's at now. Just
We-
kinda wait and
we
see
got-
as we-
We did get an electrical inspection.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Was that this week or was it last week? I don't remember the dates on it.
Tuesday, I think it was Tuesday.
The electrical inspection went really well.
And they'll be calling to switch the main power over.
Yep, we're gonna switch the main power over in the building. The temporary is gonna stay up for the holiday season. So we're in good shape with that. I didn't even look at it, but I think the handicap, I think the ramps are done,
Sidewalks.
The
Front
sidewalks.
yeah.
are done. Did they finish the one down on the bottom or no? I don't even
I
remember.
don't know.
Yeah, I honestly 100% truly haven't even set foot inside the building, to be honest with you. Which is totally fine with me. So they're rocking at it. They're going every single day. But there's not a lot of updates at this point, other than we do have the electrical inspection that's done and completed, and there was a couple of minor things, 3 or 4 minor things that they had to just button up or do whatever, and it looked to me like it was things that just get done anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like caulking.
I think it looks great. I know some people don't agree, but like I said, we can agree to disagree in a respectful manner.
Mhm.
All right, is that it? We can move on to public comment. I just want to say, is it Sunday, the 27th? They're looking for volunteers to hang the Christmas lights.
No,
27th
this Sunday,
or this Sunday.
this
excuse me.
Sunday, the 19th, or
No, I think it's the 27th. Is
No,
that,
That's when the lighting is gonna
That's the
be.
lighting. I'm
oh, that's the
sorry,
light. Okay, gotcha.
5 PM. But this Sunday, they're
the
looking,
21st at 9:30, I believe.
the 21st at 9:30.
They're gonna meet and
I'll tell you
looking for
later.
volunteers
Story sent me.
to do help set up, lay the lights out, and then start
Hang them
putting-
on the tree.
Yes,
And we're having Bennington Fire and Pownal
tunnel
Fire,
fire. Yep.
Pownal Valley Fire. yeah.
Pownal
yeah.
Valley Fire.
Sunday at 9:30. This coming Sunday at 9:30 in the morning from Joyce.
Yes.
Yep.
And then, once that's up, the Christmas or the lighting, tree lighting will be the 27th of November at 5 PM. Okay. That's about it. So I think we can
Perfect,
open
I'll
up
be-
for public comment.
I'll be there for that. Yeah, come on.
Public comment, please raise your hand and remember to state your full name. Thank you.
Jim? Hi, guys. Hope you had a good night. James Kosis, Mason Hill Road. I just wanted clarifications. I don't want to ask any questions, since it's comment period, but first of all, I just want to find out, or I'm assuming that the truck is an outside purchase completely. It's not a purchase over a period of time. And I'm just, the only reason I'm asking that is, how when we budget for the next year, we're gonna try to tax the people for filling back the 50 plus maybe 30, 70 or $80,000 that we just are gonna spend, which we do need. If we do need it, that's it. But I just want to make sure that there is a discussion on whether we should be doing things long-term over a period of times and spreading them out, or taxing and filling a bucket and buying things outright. So the other thing is, I wasn't sure if the personnel policy, which was discussed a couple of weeks ago, I may have missed the meeting, or I may have missed the conversation doing other things, but whether that was approved, not a question there. And I'm just assuming I heard 11 full-time employees. Just for clarification, I'm assuming that it only includes hired employees and not elected employees. Otherwise, I'm hoping that somewhere it's specified on the policies that you do have for increases for benefits and stuff, do specify one or the other, just so that we don't have any problems like we may have had in the past. And then I know it was in the town hall is looking really, really, really good. I'm still waiting to kind of just find out. I know that there is discussions with future budgets. I'm confused on how a future budget can help out with the current. I know we need the town hall, but we're down to about $150,000 of available cash left for the town hall. And I'm just hoping that you guys can come out and just give us an idea of, are we playing Russian roulette here on this issue, hoping that we can use the money from the government, or maybe there's someone out there that is gonna be willing to do a room and have it paid for by them, or I'm just curious. I'd like to just be upfront with myself on how this is all gonna pan out when we come springtime. So thank you very much and have a good night.
Anybody else, please raise your hand.
Answer anything.
Who's got their hand up?
Anybody else, please raise your hand.
The person all the way to the left did have their hand up, but then it went down.
That was Jim.
There's no one else with their hand up in here.
I move to adjourn.
Second it.
Any other discussion? Jamie,
Aye.
Bob,
Aye.
Bonnie,
Aye.
Mike,
Aye.
Angie, I. Thank you, everybody. Have a good night and happy Thanksgiving.